Elsewhere, the federal government has been advised to create a joint border patrol team in order to reinforce the security architecture of border communities and reduce the influx of violent herders from neighboring countries. Leaders of the National Association of Nigerian Students in Ogun State and the National Association of Ogun State Students made this appeal while speaking on the challenges of farmers-herders clashes in border communities. CBC News' Kazim Olowe reports.
Worried by the farmers-herders clashes in the border communities of Ogun West Senatorial District, student leaders in the state have called on the federal government to complement the efforts of the state by setting up a joint border patrol team in affected areas. The students condemn continuous attack on indigenes of the state, especially farmers who are trying to contribute to food production in the country. They say porous borders contributed to the increasing numbers of violent herdsmen from outside the country.
Based on the claim by the leadership of Miyetti Allah that the ravaging killer herdsmen are not from Nigeria, we call on the federal government as a matter of urgency to create federal joint border patrol team, basically to reinforce the security architecture of all border communities in Nigeria. We call on our royal fathers from Yewa region to essentially support the efforts and the drives of the Ogun State government.
While commending Governor Abiodun for the swift response in ensuring that there is adequate security for lives and property in the state, the student leaders appeal to those creating emergency youth groups to protect themselves in the troubled areas to desist, as most of them may be turned to political tools by some desperate politicians. As part of ways to reduce the crisis in the affected areas, the Governor Abiodun has inaugurated a special task force to monitor the area and supported them with operational vehicles and motorcycles to ensure adequate security. He also appointed eminent citizens and residents to form a peacekeeping committee in the affected areas.
Creating an enabling environment is synonymous with having a peaceful environment. It's synonymous with having peaceful coexistence between us and all those that are told to make people stay their home. So we cannot say we are creating an enabling environment when we have clashes, we are fighting, there's killing, there's arson. This committee will now be vested with the power to ensure that any crisis in this sub-region is immediately dealt with before it escalates.
The governor also promised to launch Operation Amotekun in Ogun West Senatorial District due to the peculiar nature of the area. Kazim Olowe, TVC News, Abiodun.